Hello world of YouTube. Welcome to another Carversation show where I talk about a subject that's on my mind and open the floor for you guys. Now, racked my brain on what I wanted this month to be about. It's gonna be, I was thinking maybe the Oscars, but I already have a movie-related video dropping this week. I thought maybe I could do a think piece about music. But I could do that at any time, and the one I want to kind of a little more prepared for it. Bear with me. I'm really lethargic and sluggish today because I'm still recovering over getting smacked with some bullshit. But instead, today we're gonna do a gaming one. Because I haven't done a gaming one in a while, and I want to continue slowly transitioning my channel into a fighting game channel. I want to talk about EVO and the announcement of its lineup. EVO, for those who don't know, stands for
Evolution Championship Series,
which is one of the biggest fighting game tournaments ever. And every year they have certain games that they're going to do. And this year's lineup had some interesting additions, and some additions I take no issue with. But some omissions, at least one glaring omission, that I do take a little bit of issue with because of what type of fighting game it is and the lack of its inclusion in EVO at all. And I just want to talk about fighting games in general. I love fighting games. I think it's been made kind of evident given the stuff I've made with Tyler and Evan, where we do a lot of talk about fighting games, specifically Smash, but I play a lot of fighting games. And the one announcement I'm going to get out of the way that I'm really hyped for is Marvel being back. Marvel's Capcom 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. The game is kind of broken, but it's fucking beautiful. I love it so much. Like, it's the extreme version of that type of fighter, and I love that it's back. It's going to be so hyped to watch, because while I think I'm okay at Marvel, I'm nowhere near a top-tier player. And watching top-tier players in that game play fucking dominate is just one of the best things you'll ever see. It's like the epitome of putting action figures in a boxing match and letting them go at it. And while I appreciate the prominence of like anime fighters like Street Fighter type games like Street Fighter 5 and Dragon Ball Fighters, because that's more of that kind of game than it is an anime fighter. And of course Smash. I'm glad Melee's not on the docket still, because I feel like Melee is old hat. Like, I feel like Ultimate truly has kind of made Melee a little more irrelevant in a competitive sense. You know, I like what Melee did for Smash in general and for the platform fighting scene as a whole. I think it's an essential piece of gaming history, but I think Ultimate's just a more fun game. Personally, like, I think this just adds more shit that just makes it more fun to watch. You know, some would say it's less competitive, but I don't know. I think with all the bells and whistles they've added, they've balanced out that non-competitiveness of some of the characters they have added. So, and the patches they've made. So, I think it's worth it. You know, and you've got your arena fighters covered with Soul Calibur, which I haven't played the new Soul Calibur, but I mean, I've heard good things about it, so that's cool. But back to the matter at hand, I am really upset that we won't be seeing the debut of the true newcomer to the fighting game genre, Shovel Knight Showdown, at EVO. No, I'm really upset that we aren't celebrating the anniversary of Power Stone 2 at EVO. No, I'm truly a little disappointed that no NetherRealm game was added to EVO this year, especially given that Mortal Kombat 11 just came out, and those games are huge in the competitive scene. Like, and there's a huge competitive aspect to all of the games NetherRealm makes. The combo systems are always super tight, and it's unfortunate that they're not going to have any prominence at EVO this year. They will be missed, in my opinion. I have a soft spot for NetherRealm Studios. Mortal Kombat was my entry point into the fighting game genre, and so I really am bummed that it's not going to be at this year's EVO. But I think EVO will be fun to watch. I think that Marvel especially is going to be a huge highlight this year. I'm also going to be keeping my eyes out for the Samurai Showdown footage, because I didn't know they had a new Samurai Showdown, and I think that'd be really cool. That's going to be like the more methodical approach game that is pretty dope. Kind of looking at how that game looks and seeing if I want to sink my teeth into it. That's the other thing EVO does for me now, because there's so many types of games that come out that I love, and there's so many games that just come out in a given year that I miss shit, you know? Clearly, if you saw my top 100 games of the decade, there were some games that I missed that a lot of people really loved. But yeah, there's some truly great fighting games out there that I just don't get into. Even though my top 100 of the decade had a lot of great fighting games on it, there's some shit that I just didn't play. And while I've heard Street Fighter V has gotten better, I avoided it at first because it didn't have the best initial reception. But do you guys like fighting games? Do you follow fighting games? Do you like EVO? Do you watch EVO? Are you excited for EVO at all? Am I making a video for the wrong audience altogether? I know my gaming content's always all over the map with you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. What are some of your favorite fighting games in general? Are you glad Marvel's coming back? Are you a big Marvel vs. Capcom 2 fan like I am? Are you excited to watch somebody do like stupid ass chain combos because that game is fucking intense? Let me know in those comments down below. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like. If you want to see more of my music, gaming, and general nerdery content, be sure to subscribe. Special thanks to my patrons if you would like to join their ranks. Linked in the description of my Patreon. I've been Viral Rack. You guys have good days, lots of situations, and I'll see you another day.